A burly man attacked a young man and ultimately he was shot death. The cause of the incident was an argument between 42-year-old Robert Miller and 20-year-old Taylor Vance over a man and ultimately he was shot death. The cause of the incident was an argument between 42-year-old Robert Miller and 20-year-old Taylor Vance over a parking spot. The video shows Robert walking into Taylor and shouting at him loudly. Just a few seconds later, Robert suddenly punched Taylor directly in the face. Taylor immediately took out his weapon and fired 8 shots at Robert. He was about to turn around and escape, but was hit by Taylor from behind and fell to the ground. When the police arrived at the scene, Robert was declared dead on the spot, and Taylor was quickly arrested. According to the police investigation report, Taylor acted in self-defense after being attacked by Robert, and the firearms used were legally registered under his father's name. However, the prosecutor believes that the use of someone else's firearm by a 20-year-old young man exceeded the scope of legitimate defense. The video also shows Robert running away, while Taylor continues to shoot, claiming that this is excessive use of force. Currently, Taylor Vance is facing charges of second-degree murder, with a maximum sentence of 25 years in prison. Robert's family believes that just one punch should not cost him his life. If Taylor doesn't react in time, will Robert stop attacking? What do you think about this?
My crime. Shalom, call Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakahudash. The honors to the others and the apostle of Green Millstone. Well, Jesus' truth. Shalom to the brothers outside the prophesying, the body of the living sacrifice, waking up the elect. For the children of Israel, so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, the elect among them, wherever they may be. And so in that video, the love of many shall wax cold. And now it's it's among the heathens. The Lord turning the curses upon the heathen. And he got increasing Edomite. He been having increasing Edomite crime, but it was more of like a global army, the Russian, they Edomite, Ukrainians, they Edomites, even those that the 1948, those that and the land that stole the land there, before, they had to deal with Mustache Man, Mustache Artist Man, if you know. Just Edomite disagreements, and there's always been infighting, in nations. Even a nation of Israel, there's a southern and northern kingdom, but it's increasing, because these people have spirits, demons anyways, but even Jake, people have demons on them, man. Over a parking spot, arguing over the 20-year-old should have just shot it down and just move, because big ass man coming towards you, because people are there in mind. The love of many is waxing cold. A lot of stuff going on in the world. People at their wits' end, anything can pop off, and that's not the only incident. Somebody got killed over a parking spot, or like some minor inconvenience. Maybe they cut someone off by accident, whatever. There's a case. Somebody cut someone off. What? All is controlled by Yahweh Shai. Death. All matters in life and death belongs to the Lord. But when you're looking at it in a carnal sense, which we look at it in a spiritual sense, but I'm putting it in perspective in a carnal sense. One doesn't know about how judgment works. Lord put the spirit. As the scripture said, the spirit's created for vengeance. Put the spirit on the person to execute that judgment, and that person will execute judgment, get their judgment. So it's a monopoly, not monopoly, a domino effect. You knock this down, this one, that, and so on and so on. But there's been cases in the news, dude drove, followed the person home, and ended up killing the dude, when his girl watched it, over some minor inconvenience. And there was a news, it was the other way around. He followed the dude, think he's tough. Then when the dude came out, he died, man. That's the dumbest way to die. To do something stupid like that, man, you don't love your life. And that person be like, the court, be like, hey, you're looking at a cognizance, you don't understand, but Lord, hey, that's judgment. And why would you go punching at people over a parking spot? The person already took it. You go over there harassing people. You don't know what the person got on them. You don't know what mindset the person got. And now these youngings, what are you gonna call it? He's not YN. I mean, you call him. He's a Edomite YN. He a Edomite YN. I don't know what I'm saying. Youngins, I'm into, but he Edomite YN. And they're most likely to have a legal firearm. He coming up to them, and he got shot. And what scripture said, who shall pity a snake? Who shall pity a charmer when he's bitten by a viper, by a snake? It's worth paraphrasing. So who's gonna pity? Hey, he tempted the Lord. He went into trouble for no reason. And then he punched the dude. He tried to the dude tried to get in the car. He tried to escape. Probably the firearm was in his pants. So he tried to go in the car. He was still harassing him, trying to grab him, trying to fight him. He could have choked the dude out. So you never know what would have happened. And the dude was like, okay. So he found out this dude was way bigger, and he could kill him. He pulled out the what people said, the equalizer. But hey, then now he got to serve his judgment. But it's in Matthew 24:12. It said, because iniquity shall abound, this people get more and more wicked. 11 many shall wax cold. And imagine when Jacob's trouble was right around the corner. When there's no food, everything shut down. There's gonna be a dark age. People, they doing this right now. Imagine. You seen videos when they say an event is coming, they killing people for that, and not killing people, pushing on people for that water, grabbing everything. They grab more than they need, and that's gonna spark a fight. That selfishness kick in. That survives is whether you than me type of spirit, because people don't they don't have hope in that. Well, then, first of all, if you're Edomite, you're through. The Lord ain't dealing with you. If you're a heathen, but you got Israelites doing that. All people doing that, because they're lost. Because in Jacob's trouble, you're not gonna be able to buy and sell or eat unless you have the most, and Allah gonna take the MOTB. Bring it 2 Ezra 15 and 19. Second 15 and 19. It said, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of a lack of bread and great tribulation. There's people on survival mode right now. What the hell? I probably some other audio, but anyway, some other lesson. Let's get Deuteronomy 30:7. It said, and the Lord thy power put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which are persecuted. Yes, the curses are evil towards thy brother. And you see, you got Edomites exposing Edomites, E exposing E, the fake, the J's calling Babylonian E's Edom, when they're the same people. Like I said, it's just a different land. It's like Spaniards calling Europeans, no, no, what they call them today, Caucasian. It doesn't make any sense. Which the biblical name is Edom, Esau, Edom, the wicked. Devil meaning deceiver, Satan meaning adversary. Because if you look at society and how he built the world, it's adverse. It promotes stuff that's against the scriptures, adverse, opposite of the Most High. And you also got to operate under the spiritual demon Satan. I think in the 2 Thessalonians, it says, who's coming is after the working of Satan. Or wonders. 2 and 4, I believe. He said, who's opposite and exalting himself above all that is called Yahweh. Yeah, society opposes all that is worship, that he as God sits in the temple of God, showing himself to his technology. He's gonna, try to mimic, the blessings the Lord got for his people that's coming. He try to force the artificial kingdom, AI. You live in the digital world because you can't live forever. Which technology is not in itself bad. Because in the kingdom you're gonna have, we're gonna have full power over capability. You won't have to, on the left hand side there, the rituals. Some of the demons, giving them ideas and all that stuff. To fulfill prophecy, to get the MOTB system. We're gonna have, but they're using it for the knowledge for wicked. In the kingdom, we're gonna unlock full potential. Our mind. That's why you have when normally you see that is another heathen or a person of color invent something that doesn't you can't profit off of. That turns there's an invention that turns water into gas. He went missing. Because they can't make money out. They can't do wickedness with it. But in the kingdom, we're gonna have environmentally friendly tech that doesn't disturb the environment. It's gonna be like a mixture of nature and technology, like you see in those movies when you have Avatar. There's a planet, you have tech, and you have they have the tech, and you still have nature, not be bothered by it. Like some Black Panther thing. But I'm just ranting in the end. But I hope it's edifying. Shalom.